On this episode of the Big Thunder Podcast,
we stayed club level at one of the most popular resorts on Disney property, and we'll give you our honest opinions on this extravagant upgrade. All of that and much, much more. Buckle up.
Here's your hosts, Bo and Abby.
we had the chance to stay at club level at Disney's Polynesian Resort. For those unaware, what does club level mean?
Yeah, so at every Disney Deluxe Resort, asterisk, because I'm pretty sure it's every Disney Deluxe Resort, there is a club level offering. In some of the resorts, it's literally a level in the resort, like the top floor,
Fourth floor or something, yeah.
And then at Disney's Polynesian, it's a whole separate
We had our own building.
And so club level is just kind of like the cream of the crop as far as like guest service, and you get complimentary food offerings, so, and drink, and usually like the views are really good, and it's just like taking your Disney experience and then like elevating it 7 notches higher.
Okay, so before we get into specifically club level, the Poly was your dream resort.
It was.
I want to know like what made you want to go to the Poly, and then did it live up to your expectations?
Such good questions. Yes. So Disney's Polynesian Resort is one of the original monorail resorts. And when you leave Magic Kingdom to go to like the Ticket and Transportation Center via monorail, it's like the last stop. And it was always like this tropical paradise that when you'd pull up at night, it would be giant palm trees and tiki torches and just like the coolest vibe. And I just, ever since like my first Disney trip, I remember being like, what is this place? Mm-hmm. Like, how do we go there? And then it just kind of like taunts you because it's so expensive. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so we finally got to go. And it definitely lived up to my expectations. While walking around there, I definitely felt luxurious. Like I was important. Like, excuse me, I'm staying at the Poly. Like it just, there's something about that vibe of like, I'm going to the Poly. Mm-hmm. The views and the proximity are just like unmatched. Now, granted, we've never stayed at the Grand Floridian. Probably won't.
Probably not. We've been there. We've visited twice now.
And it's beautiful, and I love it. It's just not us.
It's not our vibe.
Like, every time I'm there, I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's so fancy. Like, this is too fancy. But we loved the breakfast there at 1900 Park Fair.
The 1900 Park Fair is maybe my favorite character breakfast.
That was outstanding, and we can talk about that too. But, yeah, so did it live up to my expectations? Yes, asterisks, because there was also parts of it that I not necessarily disappointed in, but like didn't consider or didn't realize until you actually stayed there and experienced it.
So I guess, how does it compare to the other resorts you've stayed at? Because you've stayed at quite a few. Not all of them, but quite a few.
And that's where like the difference came in, is this is by far the busiest, high traffic, most crowded resort we've been at.
Yeah.
Like, we've stayed at other deluxe resorts. We've stayed at moderate resorts. We've stayed at value resorts. We've stayed at off-property resorts. Yeah. And there's always, like, people. Like, you're never like, oh, my God, I'm alone in this. Yeah. Like, there's always people. And, like, you walk to, like, the main building, or once you get closer to, like, transportation and, like, the gift shops and stuff, it's like, oh, hey, look, there's all the people. But, like, because the Poly is like, not even just a resort, it's, like, iconic in the sense that there's a very popular restaurant that people will come to, Ohana. And so you've got guests not staying there coming. It's a monorail resort, and it's easy access that people can walk from the TTC right over there to like experience it. Mm-hmm. People coming over just to like see it. And so just like
people come for Trader Sam's.
Yep. And just like pop over from Magic Kingdom to like come see the Poly. Mm-hmm. People can watch the fireworks from the beach. It's just, there's so many people everywhere. Yeah. That like that I was not prepared for.
Yeah. I think I was surprised by how busy the pool. It's like main pool. The main pool was so busy. Now that, and I compare it to when we went to the beach club, which is famous for its pool. I didn't think that was as nearly as busy. But we went, and it's a difference between going in January and going in June. Yeah. So I'll throw that in there. Yeah. But yeah, I just thought the beach club with its big famous pool, was much, and that still was busy, but like not like the pool at the Poly.
The pool at the Poly was like people soup. It was like,
for sure.
There were so many kids and adults, which there should be.
Right.
It's a great pool, and like we wanted to swim too, but it's not big enough. Like the main pool is not big enough for the amount of guests that it's accommodating.
Now that being said, there were 2 other pools, and we did go to those other pools, and that was much better capacity wise.
Yes, they were the quieter pools, and especially the tower pool, which is the newer pool. It has the Moana splash pad. Loved that pool.
Yeah.
And then the other pool, which had the cool bar and we got drinks at, also loved that pool.
Yeah. So that would be our pro tip is go to, unless you need a slide for some reason, go to those other pools.
Which a lot of people book the Poly because it has a slide and it has that cool water area for kids, which we didn't even go to.
Well, it was closed for
It was closed for a day for us, but there was a chance where it was open, and our youngest was just like, no,
I want to be in the water.
I just want to be a mermaid. Yeah.
So this was your first time doing club level anywhere, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So how would you describe the overall convenience of it?
So club level, I was super pumped and talked Bo into this idea because even though it was more expensive than a normal room, it was like $200 to $250 more a night in a normal room, but we had access to breakfast, lunch, dinner, a dessert party all day. Mm-hmm. And so I did the girl math, and like what a savings that is.
And also when those meals aren't happening, there is a refrigerator there that is stocked full of drinks that you can go grab.
Uncrustables.
We took a lot of Uncrustables to the room.
Yep.
The lobby when you walk in has stuff that you can take.
Yeah, like lemonade, bags of chips and pretzels, candy. Like there's a trail mix station. Like there was stuff all day.
Yeah.
And the convenience of it, and like it was amazing to just like wake up and walk down the hall. And then at one point we switched rooms, and so there was an elevator involved. But even with that, like just being able to go down, grab a fresh cup of coffee, get some fruit, get breakfast, and then go back to your room was awesome. And then just throughout the day, like go grab a Coke, or like on our way back, like the Pog juice. Our daughter probably drank like a gallon.
Well, she filled her water bottle up with like a big Owala, like 34 ounces
so, like,
of Pog juice.
Yeah, like the convenience of just like having it right there, and like anytime you wanted was amazing. And not being like, oh my gosh, we bought 2 coffees, water, juice, and it would be like a $30 transaction.
Yeah.
Like to just not even have that and just be like, you can get as much as you want. And like we would grab bottled drinks and put them in my pool bag and take them down to the pool with us. And like there was definitely value wise absolutely worth it. But it is not a replacement for food.
For meals. Like we had expected.
Yeah. So like I had sold him on, we'll do this and then we don't have to like worry about meals anywhere. Mm-hmm. And like that really wasn't the case. Breakfast, I would say definitely good for breakfast. Yeah. Lunch, absolutely not.
Right.
Lunch was much more just like, unless you're cool with an Uncrustable and a bag of chips.
Yeah.
And like that sets you, then yeah, you're fine. But if you need like a vegetable or something to like sustain you longer, you're going to need something.
If you're fine with carrying several tiny plates.
And that's they don't make it so it's like a buffet where you like fill a plate. It's like appetizer plates. There's no trays.
Yeah.
It's more of like they want you to stay there and eat, but like also the club level at the Poly was so busy all the time that we often took our food back to our room. And we also had an amazing view. We had a balcony facing Cinderella's castle
for our second room.
Yeah.
And why I was gonna get to this in a second.
In Seven Seas Lagoon, that like we wanted to be in our room.
Yeah. Now, why did we change rooms?
Okay, so we changed rooms because, and this is like a testament to Disney and their great customer service. So we had booked a theme park view room, and you can insert a photo here of our very first room and the theme park view, which was a giant palm tree
blocking the castle.
Like there was no theme park anything. We were just in the direction of the theme park.
So that evening we had a wonderful view of fireworks over a tree.
Yes, and it was beautiful, and we still had a good time. But so I went down, and so at club level you have your own concierge, which is awesome because these cast members bust their butt to just make sure you are the happiest.
You are taken care of.
And her name was Madison, and she was so wonderful. And I went down and I was just like, hey, I do not want to be that person. But like, I spent a lot of money extra on top of the club level to have this view. And like, this is not it. Yeah. And she was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it looks like that tree grew. And, you know, just like did a Disney spiel. And she called someone and they moved us the next day. We got onto the third level. And it was a true theme park view room. Again, going back to the meals. So like lunch, no. Dinner, I think you could. If you're a person that you can just eat what's there. Like if you don't really have a lot of dietary issues, if you like land and sea, it felt like, you know, with it being the Poly, there was sushi, there was shrimp, there was pork, there was chicken. There was usually a vegetarian option. And then obviously if you have like allergens, you can always tell them and then they will accommodate you. But we had dinner, we had chicken that came from Ohana one night. We had the cheeseburger rolls that you'll find at Magic Kingdom. Like there was really good offerings.
That was a nice surprise.
If you think about like if you're from the Midwest like we are and you go to like a party and there's lots of appetizers, like that's basically what it is. And if you can get full on that and you're satisfied, then you're good. There were some nights where we missed it because it only is open from like 5 to 7 and we got there at like 7:15. So we would mobile order from
Captain Cook's.
Yep. So basically, could it be done? Yes. But by the second or third day and you're starting to like crave a salad or like a heartier meal, you will maybe have to like substitute that.
Yeah. What was it like mobile ordering from Captain Cook's?
That was another difference that we noticed, and this could just be because of the level of the Poly, because we've also mobile ordered at other resorts. It was crazy busy, and it could have just been the time we were there. It could have been because it was raining that night. It could have been a lot of different factors, but we mobile ordered, and it was like a 45-minute wait.
Yeah.
Once we checked in.
Yeah.
And so, like, normally, if you're unfamiliar with mobile ordering at Disney, it's highly suggested when you go to parks or go, you know, to resorts, if it's possible to mobile order, it's a great time saver because you put in your order, you get a time frame to come back and retrieve your order, you say, I'm here, the food is ready. Like when we were at Magic Kingdom, I mobile ordered some mini corn dogs and french fries and cheese from Casey's Corner. And we were like leaving Adventureland and I was like, hey, make my food. And I walked up. By the time I even saw Crystal Palace, I said, hey, I'm here. And their food was like, come to window 7.
Yeah.
And like, that's usually like,
right.
Like that's the perfect example of mobile ordering and like winning. And at the Polynesian and at Captain Cook's, it was like, come retrieve your food between this time and this time. We got there. I said, I'm here. And it was a 45-minute wait from saying, hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
So that really wasn't the vibe we were going for. And having to stand there in the rain in a thunderstorm outside because it was so busy inside that I took Charlie outside and she's just like staring at the pool crying because it was like our first night there.
Yeah.
And she just like desperately wanted to go swim.
Yeah.
But
would you say the club level had any effect on our experience viewing the fireworks or even the electrical water pageant? Because we're in that Hawaii room.
Oh, okay. I was going to say with the club level. So the club level itself has a giant 2-story window viewing experience facing the castle. It's like the best view. And if you did not have a theme park view room, you could go there in the air conditioning. They pump in the music. They offer desserts. You get the Ohana bread pudding. You get ice cream. You get wine. You get beer. You get after dinner drinks. And so, like, sitting there and experiencing it, 10 out of 10. We didn't do that once. We got our dessert, we got our drinks, and we went back to our room and sat on our theme park view patio in the heat, sweating to death, but still magical. And so, having the club level Hawaii building at the Poly, you're the closest to the beach and to the, like, huts out there. And so the bungalows. And so you like see the castle the clearest. But that's not, if you wanted to see the fireworks and you're staying at the Poly and you're not in a building that is close enough, you can go out into the beach area, which was like below us, and view from there.
Yeah.
So I guess the question is, was there a benefit of staying in that building to see the fireworks? Absolutely. If you were fireworks view room, the like biggest benefit would be that.
Yeah.
Here on Big Thunder Podcast, we like to keep things as real and authentic as possible. And one hard truth is that for as amazing and magical as a trip to Disney or Universal can be, planning one can be a little intimidating and sometimes even frustrating. What are the best parks for my family? What are the best places to stay for my budget? Do I really need to wake up at 4 a.m. 2 months before my trip to book dinner reservations? It can definitely be a lot. But that's where Minnie Vacay can help you. We are certified Disney and Universal travel planners who specialize in taking the hard stuff off of your plate. We love waking up at 4 a.m. for Disney stuff. And not only are our services completely free to you, but when you book a vacation package with us, we'll send you a $25 gift card. Minnie Vacay is a part of Gateway to Magic Travel, an authorized Disney vacation planner and Disney earmarked agency. Check us out on social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram to get the ball rolling on your next magical adventure, or you can also see all of our information at minnievacay.com.
Who do you think benefits more from like a club level? Do you think it's a families thing? Do you think it's a people flying solo? Do you think it's people who love being social?
I think it's... Okay, that's a good question. I think families, definitely. There was tons of families. And like for us, I think it was great because there was always something our kids wanted to eat or drink. It weirded me out that there was this one lady that was like always in the club level on her laptop and like taking meetings and like on her phone.
Yeah, it was a work trip for her.
Yeah, and like she had kids there, like, but they must have been on their own and like they would come, and because like sometimes I saw her walking about.
Yeah.
And like this is the kind of difference. She was the lady that had the tied sweater always on.
Yeah.
And it's like freaking 100 degrees. Why are you tying a sweater around your shoulders?
So are you judging her for taking meetings or for taking meetings in a public space?
I'm sorry. I'm judging her for a lot of things. I just think it was weird that she did that because it was a public space and like it's so loud and like.
Could you hear her computer or did she have headphones on?
She did not have headphones on. There was one time she was doing a meeting, like how I talk speakerphone.
Yeah.
And I'm just like.
We're all here. You should have joined her. You should have been like, hello. Is there any? I would like to join on this meeting as well. I have opinions.
I don't know. I had no opinions. But yeah. And so that did bother me. But there were quite a few laptops out during the day. One of the quiet times, like between lunch and dinner, there's like nothing happening. And I had walked down. I was by myself. I think I was getting new like water or something. And it was like, there was like a wall of tables, if you remember. Mm-hmm. And it was like every couple tables, it was like someone in a laptop. Yeah. And I'm just like, you're on vacation, spending the most money you could possibly spend.
Maybe that's how they can afford it, though, is because
they don't
take the days
I don't
off
know.
work.
I'm just like, y'all, break away. Go ride a roller coaster. I don't know. So I think it's for all people. We saw all of it.
Yeah.
All of the above. Just if you're taking meetings in a public space.
Put your headphones on.
Put your headphones on.
Yeah. If someone asked you whether the club level experience is worth the extra cost, what would you say?
Well, what would you say? Because I've talked this whole time.
What would I say? I mean, as the person who doesn't manage our money, I feel like no. I feel like I don't. No, because I was always hungry. You sold it to me as like, we'll save money because we won't need to get extra food, and we did need to get extra food.
Yeah.
And like I'm constantly juggling all these tiny plates, and they have no place for you to like bust your own plates, and maybe that's a Midwest thing that feels like I need to clean up after myself.
Yeah.
But there was no place for me to take my dirty plates. It was always just leave your dirty plate wherever you are. Yeah. And I was uncomfortable with that. It's always just these tiny portions on these tiny plates that you have to juggle, and then there's no place to sit, so you go back to your room, unless you're there early and you can find a place to sit. Yeah, I felt like I would have loved for there to be longer hours for food. Like I felt like we got trapped a lot by the hours. Like we'd get back from something and it was closed.
Okay.
Or maybe just having more options that were of things that could be left out the whole time. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, I definitely had a good time, but it's not anything I would do again.
Really?
At least not at the Poly. Like, I'd be open to seeing what other resorts have and what their club levels are like, but at the Poly, I don't think I would need to do it again.
I've heard that the very best club level is, for as far as food goes, is Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Okay.
But they also serve the food at Animal Kingdom, and a lot of it is like African inspired and stuff. And I don't know that our kids wouldn't. Yeah. Yep. And then I've heard that the least impressive one is the Beach Club.
That surprises me because so far that's my favorite resort.
And maybe it's just because it was like COVID times and shortages and stuff. But yeah, and so I think it would be cool to try other ones. I don't know that we will because it's expensive and stuff. Was it worth it? To me, it was worth it. Not even so much about, that we did have to buy food elsewhere. That was a bit disappointing. And like even some of the like snacks and things that were offered, it was like, okay, like, I mean,
right,
cool. But like the drinks, like the Pog juice, you can only get Pog juice at sit down character breakfasts, things like that. And so having Pog juice available was like super exciting. And like 1 cup of Pog juice is what, like $5?
Right.
So Lily herself had like $200 worth of Pog juice. And then having Nespresso coffee and having soda and filtered water and like all of that anytime you wanted. But on the flip side, if you get the refillable mug, you get those things too. It's just that location, the convenience, and like the dessert parties were fun to have like dessert every night. I don't know. Yeah. I think it was worth it. I think if you are someone who really likes convenience and will pay to have certain things like that, it's a great value. If you're somebody that's like, I live in the parks and I barely come back to my room, I would never recommend this because you basically have to be at the resort in order to like take advantage of it.
Yeah, and like our trip, what we did 1 park day and three days
resort days.
Yeah,
like our vacation was the resort.
Yeah,
and so like for something like that, 100% worth it. But if you're like rope drop to fireworks and you're not ever going back, you're going to miss out on everything and it is not worth it.
Agreed. Okay, final thoughts on the Poly.
Oh, we didn't talk about the transportation.
Oh, okay.
So one of the things that is a big seller for the Poly is the proximity to Magic Kingdom because Magic Kingdom is one of the hardest parks to access. When we stayed at the Swan and Dolphin, you have to take a bus that goes to the Transportation and Ticket Center. If you drive a car, you'll go to the Transportation and Ticket Center, and it can be like an hour to get into Magic Kingdom because you have to wait for the ferry or the monorail. You have to go through security. You have bag checks. You have the ticket, scan it. Like, it's a whole thing. When we stayed at the Poly, you have access to the monorail, which we were like, that's amazing. It's going to be so easy. But what we did not realize was the Poly also has friendship boats, which are our favorite over in the Epcot area. Like, everything runs by friendship boats, which are basically just little, instead of like the big ferry, it's just like little tiny boats that move people about.
30 people on it, maybe?
Yeah. And right outside of our building, there was a friendship boat dock. And so we got from basically our room onto the friendship boat. We like timed it out perfectly every time. We didn't have to wait for it. Over to a special secret security, not the main security that has like lines of people, like a side security, and into the park in like 12 minutes. It was like unheard of.
Yeah.
And that alone is a huge win for booking the Poly, especially for like party nights. Like, we're going to go to a Halloween party, and I'm already like, just the idea of getting into Magic Kingdom without having like our secret friendship boats and stuff. It's like, how can we do that so that we get the faster access?
Yeah.
That's another huge benefit of staying at the Poly. And just like the food is really good. But if you do not like pineapple, this is not your place because everything there is pineapple pretty much.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think if I had to stay at the Poly again, I wouldn't fight you too hard on it. We went for extended evening hours that we did not take advantage of because
it was
you all petered out on me. I was ready for more fun. I understand that it was downpouring rain
for 3 hours.
But I could have kept going. So we left. We got to see the fireworks from the monorail, and then Charlie got to sit in the cockpit.
Yeah.
Look at all the buttons. So
let's do an inspirational, motivational moment for that. So we were at the park and we had the best time. But like, I was getting tired and grumpy. Lily wanted to leave at like 7.
Most kids can't keep up.
Yeah, and like the whole reason we stayed at Magic Kingdom that day was because we were going to be able to be there till like midnight. We didn't get to ride Seven Dwarfs. Like, it was just a lot of things were kind of stacked against us, and that's something that like you have to be ready for. Like, not everything goes your way.
Sometimes you're going to have to rope drop the teacups.
Sometimes you rope drop the teacups, but then the Mad Hatter showed up and
to ride the teacups.
That was a cool thing. So it's like, if you keep an open mind and like roll with the changes, like there's going to be disappointments, there's going to be stuff that goes wrong, but like the glimmer on the other side of having to rope drop the teacups, that like I still can't believe we did that, was we got to see the Mad Hatter ride the teacups, and that was super cool. But like that night, so they had delayed fireworks, and we had told the kids we were leaving, and we get to like the exit and they start like the announcement that the fireworks are in 10 minutes, and we're like, Bo and I light up like, oh my gosh, we're gonna do it, and the kids basically like crumble.
Please, can we go?
They're like, you said we were leaving.
We're so close.
And so we're like, okay, well, we can still make the fireworks. We'll get back to the resort. We'll watch them from our room or the beach. And we go to get on the little friendship boat, that amazing little 12-minute friendship boat, and it had left, like the last one left for the night. Mm-hmm. And we're like, what? And so then we have to go back through security, and the security guy is like, you're the last person I'm gonna talk to tonight, so let's talk for 45 minutes. And like, it was just like one of those moments. We finally get up to the monorail, and the fireworks start, and I'm feeling very grumpy because it's like, this isn't what this was supposed to be. Like, this isn't what I had imagined. And we get to the Contemporary, and they had to stop us because there was too many monorails like building up, and so we were kind of on like a little delay. Well, you couldn't really see the fireworks at all anymore. And then like, I couldn't find my phone.
Yeah.
And so
you lost it.
You set off an alarm to like find my phone.
My beep, yeah.
And the alarm, the conductor of, what do you call the monorail? The conductor just happened to be walking by. The alarm caught her attention. She saw Charlie and was like, hey, you want to come up here?
You want to come sit in my chair and see all my buttons?
And she was like, hey, Mom, you want to come? And I was like, yes, but you should go because it would mean more to you. And you like, it was just a puff of bow smoke, like off to see the monorail.
Of course I want to see the cockpit of the monorail.
Yeah, and so like, it just goes to show that like, when stuff goes wrong, and it's gonna go wrong, that like, there's something cool on the other side. Not all the time. I'm not like Pollyanna, but like that, like we had to go through the rain, the delays, the boat leaving, the security guard being a chatty Cathy to like have it.
Missing extended hours.
Yeah. To get the Peach monorail with that conductor at that time. Yeah. So.
It all worked out.
It all worked out. And it was a lot of fun. And it was a lot of fun memories. Even the rain and the lightning and the puddles.
Yeah, because those cast members at Storybook Treats, I got an ice cream cone, and they loaded me up.
Because normally it's like...
Normally it's an ice cream cone.
And it's like just a little bit. And Bo was going to do it for like the gram.
Yeah,
and it was going to be a whole thing.
I'll put what I got. But it was huge. They gave me this huge ice cream cone.
Yeah. And I got an ice cream sundae. And like, I have seen them before. But this ice cream sundae, it was like enough for like a family of 4. Yeah. So yeah, I think they felt really bad because...
because I'm there ordering ice cream in a poncho.
Well, and it had been pouring for like 3 hours. Like over by the carousel, it was just like, it was so much water.
Yeah.
Our stroller, when I got to our stroller, I had to like flip it and like dump all the water. We had the plastic park stroller.
Yeah. So next time on the Big Thunder podcast, I'm hoping that we'll be covering the food that will be served at the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. We'll go over this year's menu and see if they're serving any more bone marrow.
Hopefully not. Hopefully they learn their lesson. And hopefully we get back to more regularly scheduled podcasts. We've had a very busy summer.
Yeah.
Like, I thought we were going to come home from the Poly trip and be like, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And like, here we are.
A month later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry about that.
Yeah. Hey.
All of our listeners are like very concerned.
I've gotten so many emails. From people saying, where's the show?
Yeah.